So Mark, Charlton on Saturday in the FA Cup. Obviously you watched the replay against Oxford on Tuesday night, but they're a team we already know a lot about.
We know a lot about them. It's the third time up here, and you know, they've got some good players. They've been in a bit of a sticky patch at present, but they got a good win on Tuesday, which, you know, was real banana skin of a tie. I think they were, you know, they've done well to come through it because they were 2-0 down at home the previous game, in the first game, and won fairly easily on Tuesday night, I've got to say. But you know, we know that they've got some threats in the side, and we know we're going to have to be on our best game to get through and get into the next round. But you know, that's the aim. We've got to play well. We've got some positive to take ourselves from the game at QPR, and if we can do that and maintain the performance level that we showed against them, then you know, it's not we're not going to be far away in any game we play against any team. So you know, I'm hoping that we get a decent positive reaction, and obviously there's a hope that the crowd will be more than normal, I would imagine, because of the prices that the club have set.
With it being £10 adults and £5 concessions at the gate on Saturday, what role do the fans have to play? Well,
if we can get a lot in the turnstiles, you know, if we can, you know, if it's something that the supporters want to come and watch and see if they can cheer us on to the next round, it means a lot to the club, in all fairness, because the prize money's there, and we've spoken about that in the previous round. The prize money gets more and more significant as we progress, but you know, we want to put a good performance on. I think, you know, the supporters that followed us down to Queen's Park Rangers last week in the numbers, I mean, I think there was 1,800 supporters there. They were outstanding, and you know, we were just at the death. We just didn't get the point or the 3 points that we were looking for. You know, this week no points on offer, but there's a real sense that we can maybe get through and go and progress against a side maybe that's in the higher echelons. But we can't lose. We can't. Danger is you look beyond the next game, and really we can't do that. Charlton are a really good side on the day. And like I say, even though they've had a tough patch, or a tough run of results of late, they're always capable. And if you look back at the results, they picked up some decent results against some of the top sides. So, you know, they're always a threat. They've got some good players in there. Jan Kermorgant scored a couple of goals the other night, so he'll be on a high. Also, Church is there. Simon Church is there. Our supporters will know him, and I don't think it was a massively successful spell for him, but he's a good player, you know, and he showed glimpses of what he can do on Tuesday night. So we know that they're going to be a tough opposition, but we're looking forward to the game.
The FA Cup's obviously a very prestigious competition. What are your memories of the FA Cup as a player and a manager?
My immediate memories are Grimsby, and only the other week, which was a really tough game. So we know what it can be like in the FA Cup. It's a real leveller, especially when you go away to opposition of a lower level. Then you're looking really to play against teams that you're really going to test yourself against, and sometimes that gives you an opportunity, and that's what all the sides that are left in the competition would be hoping for. The top teams in the Premier League, you're looking for those, because not only does that give you a real chance to pit your wits against the top players and the top teams, also the revenue that brings in is significant for clubs at our level and below.